What's up, guys? Welcome back to my. I'm gonna change the title of the series. So all the before videos, they're all their names will be changed after this. We're changing the series to my 99% walkthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Because the annoying stuff like you've seen in Ash Lake with the Great Hollow, yeah, I skipped that. I said, yeah, you gotta have to check someone else's walkthrough. But continuing where we left off last episode, we just made it halfway through this fortress, we got through all the traps, and then we made it to the top and saw the little secret hidden bonfire. We are still level 63, nothing has changed, and we'll continue on. Also, the reason why it's 99% walkthrough is because I swear there's an item hidden down there, and I forgot to grab it, but I don't quite remember how to get to it. So, I'll just say good luck, guys, trying to find that. I'm telling you guys, go watch Fighting Cowboy, watch some of them. But, I could not tell you. So continuing on along, you want to come over here to this big knight. Yeah, use the my frames. That's what we got that ring. Take advantage of it. You want to drop down here? Since there's no top like railing on that, you could fall off and potentially die if you land off these spikes. So I would always recommend going down there like through the ladder route instead of just dropping. Now this is Ricard. Honestly, I don't know if his character name is Ricard, but since he dropped Ricard's Rapier, I'm assuming that's one of his knights, or it is him himself, which is why he has it. Which you can see right here. Ricard's Rapier is a decent dexterity weapon, CP and dex. Is also starting this episode, at the end of each episode, I'll show you guys a tour of what we got in the episode, like in the last episode we got the lightning spear at the side. I'll keep it all on, so the next episode comes around, I'll put it all away, besides stuff we're using for the build, and then you guys will know this is everything we got, so you know if you missed something, or if I've missed something, which we both know I will not be going back for. I'd still appreciate a comment, but yo, some of these times I'm not coming back for. Like, later on in the game, there's a part where there's invisible platforms. There's like a slab, a blue Titanite slab. Yeah, we may not get that in this playthrough, depending on how easy it is for me to get to it. But besides the point, follow along this way. You wanna come over here to this bridge, and you wanna try to jump across. Aim for the left side and jump. Should make it across. Now we're gonna ignore the NPC on the right. We're gonna come down these stairs. Do not fall. These are very lengthy stairs. You will die. Now that NPC over there is the one who sold me the large Titanite and the green Titanite in the previous episode for the build. I made a quick run up to him. So watch out for that. Yeah, I almost fell off. A little too much distance on that. Grab the cage key. That will unlock our shortcut for later. Do not fall in there. That is certain doom. Surprised I didn't fall in there. And that's the downside and plus side of the Darkwood Green Ring. Extended vulnerability, but also extended distance, which is good. You get away out of attacks and attack range, but it also gets to launch you off cliffs and stuff. So if you want to talk to this guy, you can. I don't believe he has another quest where he moves or anything. He just stays here. This is why I bought the black firebombs and some green blossoms. You can get Titanite shards. I try to stock up. In the previous couple of episodes, I'm still low on green Titanite, but I bought up some regular and some large to allow us to make a build. You can buy the great sword, great axe, barter shield. This is the greatest, I think, the best medium shield for stability. It rivals that of a great shield at like a quarter of the weight. Really good. And then some arrows and the Katarina set of Sigurd. If you want his armor set, it is here. You could be a little onion bro. He also sells the steel set and the barter set if you want to cosplay or anything like that. And continue along. What we're gonna do here, once we hit to this gap, you just want to drop. Now from here you could jump across and kill that golem, but he doesn't drop anything because you're not supposed to be able to make it to him. It just wasn't intentional, so he doesn't drop anything. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I assume it's not because he doesn't drop anything. No Titanite Chunk, no slab, no nothing. So come over here, turn around and kill this boulder, and then come around and kill the other boulder. They will be hiding here on the right. Yo, you try to heal. Only we are allowed to. And I can pick up this flame soapstone ring. It's the flame soapstone? It's a good question. Yeah, flame stoneplate ring. Boost your fire defense. Is decent, but in this game, there's only one really like fire section, which is the Lost Isolate after Quake Lag, and honestly, there's not much point of using the Stoneplate ring of like elemental variety, unless you're trying to. I mean, it's useful matching it to the boss fight, but if anything, the best one is just rock your steel protection, because it boosts your physical defenses up by 50, which is the most common damage type. Quickly finish off this boulder and continue along. Open this. You want to step in and step out. The cage key is what you would use to free Big Hat Logan if you did not have it, or if you haven't unlocked him for him, he would require that. And I'm just using the other katana because you guys haven't seen me use it once. Or the dagger. It's just alright. You use it for combos and stuff. I use it more for like aesthetics. It's divine. There's a couple enemies that will benefit from that, but we're just not at that point in the game yet. And unlike other Dark Souls games in the series, watch over that. Later games in the series, you can use your weapon really well in the left hand or the right hand. You're ambidextrous in both in the newer titles. But in this game, all you can do is really L1, or you can try to parry with your L2, which looks kind of goofy. I've never tried to parry with the katana. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Never really tried to. Well, you know the drill. Wait until he rages and then duck and take cover. Or if he doesn't want to, you just kite around his left leg. That works too. Now if you've noticed, we made sure to stay human. So pick up this Titanite Chunk and then follow along. We will be summoning another fan favorite and one of my favorite NPCs of the Dark Souls franchise, honestly. It's Black Iron Tarkus. This guy will basically solo the whole boss for you. So all you gotta do is stay alive, honestly. As long as he doesn't get thrown off the cliff, you're good to go. So I'll summon him up. I don't know, some people in like Elden Ring and games like that say summoning takes away from the boss fight. If it was taken away, it wouldn't have been implemented. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just another feature. If they didn't want you to summon, have co-op and stuff like that, they wouldn't have made it in the game. Stuff like Sekiro, that's why they don't have summoning. That's why the game's hard. But yeah, honestly, you just take advantage of whatever you got. You wanna go ham at his ankles and had me scared for a second. The one thing I warned about. Honestly, you just want to keep targeting his feet and his ankles, and eventually he will get staggered just like this. Ooh. I was not even, I thought it got staggered. Because that's the animation of things, but you see Tarkus' damage clearly outperforms ours. 66 and he's doing like a full bar in one hit. There's like 2 bars. But it's just not that bad. Just blitz him down and you'll be good to go. That is the Iron Golem. We get his soul. Soon, in the next episode, we will be able to make craft boss weapons. Well, depends how far. Maybe in the episode after that. I'm trying to keep these episodes more short and concise to allow you to just, this is this section, this is the next section. Try to get you everything without like impeding on the progress. So we're in Orlando. Have a look at it. Most beautiful area in this game. It's actually different than something like Blighttown, which is the worst looking area in the game. Take these giants down. They can drop the gear and they drop a lot of souls. What we want is the chest behind them though, so you want to try to bait one out. This is where stuff like my poison throwing knife comes in handy. I forgot I even had charcoal pine resin, not gonna lie. I was gonna use it on the boss fight, increase our damage up. Just genuinely forgot. It's been too long. So these guys, you wanna make sure you avoid their halberd and their shield attack. They stagger in 1 to 2 hits. Or not 1 to 2 with the larger weapon, 2 to 3 with a like katana or medium weapon. They can take the lead, which is why you see it do 228. Mistime my roll right there. Watch out for that. It has a bit of a lingering hitbox. And then kill that off real quick. I will just be estimating because we will be coming up on a bonfire that is already kindled. When you're looking for mimics, I haven't said this in the last episode because it was our first mimic and I killed it really quickly. But if you look at the chain, this is curved, which means it is good to go. On the other side, which we will be going to, it's going to be straight. A straight line means it is a mimic, and if you look closely with the binoculars, you can see it breathing and you can see teeth. So in any case, if you don't catch that it was a mimic and you get caught, you want to mash your bumpers, your L1, your R1, your L2, R2. You can just mash all of them, and I would just recommend, honestly, all you need is L1 and R1. You just mash both your attack buttons, your block and your attack, and now most of the time will make you take minimal damage to it and can increase your chance of survival. I'm just gonna throw another poison throwing knife just to pull aggro. I don't know if these guys can be poisoned, honestly. I don't really use poison. We'll have to find out and see. Maybe later on. We change the build. That's why I like the Dark Green Ring. It's so easy to just roll once and get behind somebody. And you can go to town. Get the stagger, get your stamina up a little bit. There's the kill. Did he got something? He did not, but 1500. If you're quick with it, this is a decent farming area. Ooh. Mistime my roll. Yeah, if you have a strong enough weapon, or if you're just trying to level up your decks a little, these guys are decent. I think they also can drop a chance to drop Twinkling Titanite, which you can buy a little later on. So this is the thing. Since I'm playing on my PlayStation, my PS4, that you guys know, there's a, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a color distortion. I didn't recognize that, but now there is. You see on the right, it's the straight line. This one is like lighter beige and like tan, and this one is actual brown. You can see this is not a mimic. And with all those hints pointing towards that this is a mimic, don't open it. Save yourself the hassle. Roll out the way. Out of stamina. That is your most dangerous attack from a mimic. Your grab is the most deadly. It'll put you in a bite animation, which is the same as just opening the chest, and you'll most likely die. Unless you have heavier armor and more vigor than us at 22, most likely that will be done. You will be done for. Now you can see we just picked up the crystal halberd. This is a crystal weapon, so you guys know it has high base durability, only 20. It will eventually break and it cannot be repaired no matter what. And it's very strong if you want to use it, but you just gotta understand it will eventually break. So I would not recommend using it unless you're on like a boss. This is a firekeeper. If you have not leveled up your Estus flask to +3 like us, you can talk to her. We will be killing her later on after we finish in Orlando. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Just want to go through real quick. We've picked up the Flamberge Shotel. We've picked up the Ricard's Rapier, Lightning Spear, Crystal Halberd, Scythe, and Sniper Crossbow for weapons. For armor, we've picked up the Black Sorcerer set. In the last episode, remember, also in the last episode, we picked up the Covenant's Gold Serpent Ring, and we picked up the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. In this episode, we picked up the rare Ring of Sacrifice, a Flame Stoneplate Ring, and the last Steel Protection Ring. Your defense, your fire defense. This is if you get cursed and you die with this, you will not be cursed. It would have been so helpful if we had this when we got cursed in the Great Hollow, which is why I don't want to go there anymore. This reduces your sound. You can see there is no footsteps, and you have a little stealth. Honestly, I might use this. I might use this for a little bit. It also decreases the aggro distance because they can't hear you well. And this increases our item discovery from 100 to 300, which can be further increased by having more soft humanities on us. So that is it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe. Do as you please. Remember, this is now a 99% walkthrough, so be wary of what we don't pick up, and I will tell you what we don't pick up. And thank you guys for watching. Don't go hollow. Take care, and have a nice day.